in to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumpin' where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever.
But second half, you finally got in a rhythm, and boy, your youngsters really did an outstanding job. Off the bench really won the ball game for you, but Keon Brooks Jr., Antonio Reeves, Carlo Makovich, they had outstanding games tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the young guys got it done tonight. Really proud of them. Put Robinson Earl in that. Carlo, I thought was great. Eve was great. You know, our two bigs stepped up, played well. But Keon, I thought, had a heck of a game tonight. His energy, his physicality, he can make shots. He's a heady player. He's got the physical size to guard as well and go get rebounds. Like, we're going to need that moving forward. So he's trending in the right way. Give him a ton of credit. So it looks like he's playing with a lot more confidence right now as well. So really proud of him. And give Reeves too. You know, Antonio was really good. He got us going there in the second half.
In the last minute of the game, it was kind of Jose.
Yeah.
Big plays. How big was his play down the stretch there?
He's a winner. You know, he loves being in those moments. He is a winner. Clutch and one, and then the dump off to trust, you know, KB in that moment. We, you know, drew up something for him to get downhill, and he made the right read on both plays.
Coach, what changed in that second half? Was it just the ball going through the hoop? What can you point to?
I think a little bit. You know, the first half we had good looks. They didn't, you know.
I made adjustments.
I think our defense was consistent throughout, though. That kept us in the game no matter what. I think we had some pace going second half. We got up and down the floor a little bit, made some stuff in transition. So our quick strike game was much more effective in the second half, the layups, the transition points. And then, you know, Antonio just, you know, he got us off, you know, made a couple threes there that got us going. So
all this
big
stuff
third quarter for us. I just
found
some rhythm. And then, as I told the guys just now, you have to close in this game. You know, in the NBA, you got to those last 2, 3, 4 minutes.
Okay.
That's what winning teams do. And for our young team to close like this, very proud of them.
Yes.
I know you touched on it already with Keon, what he shows potentially, but what do you feel like his role could grow into? Like, what can you see?
Well, at least Borrego should be proud. You got the being proud part, right?
Right.
I think he's one of those wing 3-and-D type guys that can that has the athleticism to be an effective two-way player. He can guard multiple positions, go rebound the basketball. He fits our transition game. Then offensively, you saw him tonight. He can make threes. I mean, this guy's going to be able to knock down threes, drive closeouts, crash the offensive boards. These are very important positions now in today's NBA. Someone with size, physicality, athleticism that can make a shot, that's extremely valuable. Good. Thanks,
all
everybody.
right.
Thank you.
All right. Shout out to Borrego, man. And the Pelicans get a dub tonight. 98 to 94 in the Tankathon, man. Big ups to the fam for all things Pelicans. You're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being in a lot. Much love to all of y'all Pelicans. Nola, Tech Blitz, Paul, Michael, Deborah. Shout out to you. YMBG Don is in your dig, is in this joint. Young City 9, DJ, everybody, man. Much love to all y'all, man. Knoxville and Jaden, big ups to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, man, listen. We knew that the This was going to be an interesting game, to be honest with you. In terms of what the Pelicans going to do, me and DC talked about this on the last stream about what the hell is going to happen. Who's going to win the matchup, right? Who's going to, out of the two teams, both of them are bad teams. The Pelicans had 20 wins at the time. The Hornets had 18 wins. You still have 18 wins right now. And who's going to win the tankathon? Well, the Hornets. Willie Green, if Willie Green was there, we probably would have lost the game. So, that didn't help. But in the end, Borrego came in, and it's a breath of fresh air to hear an actual coach. No disrespect to Willie Green, but then still disrespect that Willie Green missed the game for personal reasons. And no, fam, he's not. There is no information out there that's saying Willie Green is fired. Okay, I've looked. I looked over all the credible sources. If y'all have somebody, y'all send the link to me, and I'll share it with the rest of the flock. But based on what I've seen, I haven't heard Willie Green is fired, even though he should be fired. I just you got bad leadership. Anyway, shout out to all you guys for being in the streams, man. Much love to y'all guys. Let's do a brief recap here. We got DC chiming in, man. He's on the road, making his way in. Let's hit up some of these stats, and then we'll open up and then we'll just start talking about it. I know everybody want Willie Green going, man. I'm with y'all on that. I'm serious, man. I want his ass up out of here. But anyway, let's hit the team. In the stats.
Willie Green trying to use all his sick and personal days. You figure out of sight, out of mind, big Q. They'll forget all about that Taylor Jenkins thing if I just show up next week.
I'm just saying, you still get paid. If you don't use your days, you get fired. You still get, you know what I'm saying? I think.
He's trying to be out of sight, out of mind, man.
Yeah, he need to stay out of sight, out of mind, man, for real. Anyway, let's hit the team statistics. Pelicans tonight, 38 of 92 for 41.3%. They were 9 of 31 from downtown for 29% flat, 13 of 17 from the foul line for 76.5%. The Hornets were 32 of 91 for 35.2, 8 of 33 from downtown for 24.2, and 22 of 25 from the foul line for 88%. Pelicans had almost 60 rebounds tonight versus 50 by the Hornets, 14 of which were offensive rebounds. They out-rebounded the Hornets 24-20. The Hornets out-stole them 15-9. Pelicans out-blocked them 8-6. They had 17 turnovers, 17 points off turnovers versus the Hornets 15 turnovers with 19 points given up off those turnovers. You look at the fast break battle, Pelicans beat them 18-16, and they also won the points in the paint competition 54-48. Individually speaking, you heard Coach Borrego talked about a treasure trove of different Pelican players that assisted in this win. He talked about Keon Brooks Jr. Came off the bench. He finished with 17 points in 26 minutes. He was 7 of 12 from the field, had 8 rebounds to go along with a couple of steals and a couple of assists from him. He was +8 in a plus-minus situation. 16 from the smooth shooting Antonio Reeves. 28 minutes he played. He was 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 5 from downtown. He was lighting them up. 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists for him. He also had 5 personal fouls in the game, but nonetheless, good effort. Then there were other players. Kelly Olynyk in 20 minutes, he had 13 points, 6 boards, a couple of steals, couple of blocks there. Steals and assists for his game. 12 from Jose Alvarado in 30 minutes. He had 5 turnovers, but also had 5 rebounds, 4 assists to go along with 2 steals with 12 points in 30 minutes. Then off the bench, guys assisted. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, 12 points and 3 boards in 24 minutes. 7, and we talked about Keon Brooks, 17 points, 10 from Karlo Mekovic. They put in with 5 rebounds and 3 assists in 23 minutes of effort. Elfrid Payton got involved in the game. He didn't score much like he usually don't, but he had 6 assists to go along with 2 steals and 2 points in 19 minutes of action. Lester Quinones got in the game. He's the latest member of the Pelican staff, I guess. He finished with 5 points as well in 12 minutes of action. Jamal Cain got 2 minutes to get in there and you do something that you do shit. Bruce Brown finished with 3 points and 12 rebounds. Bruce Brown's out there handling his business. And Yves Missi, 8 points, 11 boards, 2 assists from the big man in 24 minutes of action. So Bruce Brown, no scoring, but he was out there hustling 3 blocks to go along with those 12 rebounds and 3 assists. So DC, anyway, another win. The Pelicans scored their 21st win of the season. A lot of people like AQ. But Yeah, big clap, right? That's good. There you go.
Yeah, that'll show him. That'll show him.
All right, DC, go ahead. What's your thoughts on the
I mean, all jokes aside, man, you can't really blame Borregos. You know, he ain't gonna come in there and with everything going on, that man ain't trying to mess his reputation up. I ain't trying to lose. You know, I need to get a job somewhere. So he gonna come out there and put his best foot forward. You know, a lot of people gonna be sitting, so you see it is an active try to tank. Just about the game, I think Keon Brooks, man, you know, I gotta say his name tonight. You can't call him. And he had 2 steals on top of that. So him and I mean, we already know what Jose can do. He made some timely plays down the stretch, but he's having with Alfred.
Tyler Jenkins getting fired, or even Mike Brown early in the season, and Willie Green sit up here with a 20-win team, and he gets to keep his damn job. I mean, that to me is just doesn't make any type of sense at all. But then again, that's the Pelicans, man. They're hanging their hats on.
They don't really
is just to be bad enough to be in the top 4 losing teams. That's the idea of the top 3 or top 4 losing teams at the bottom of the league to have a shot at a Flag or a Harper or any of these other guys. So that's the thought process. The losers at the bottom, and the Pelicans are amongst those that are there. Let me see if I can pull them up and see who's some of the worst teams in the league that's there. Now, Philly and Brooklyn is there, but those teams are a game or 2 games better than the Pelicans in terms of that. But the top 4 losing ass tankathon. But you just need to be in that neighborhood. That's the bottom line here. But anyway, DC, you want to add to that before we jump right to the preview against the Clippers?
I mean, I think go ahead and make the jump, man, to this meaningless ass game against the Clippers where the Pelicans are going to lose. But just to make one comment on it, I guess, they're still, you know.
DC, we lost you, brother. All right, but the preview matchup against the Clippers. Clippers are 42-32, 25-11 right now, and they're a team fighting for contention, man. The Clippers trying to get in that thing and handle some. Let me see if I can pull up the you back, bro. DC, okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes. Now
I'm back. I wasn't saying nothing, man. Nothing of relevance talking about these losers. You know.
Okay.
Just making comment to the fact of us, as long as we're in the 4th spot or whatever, man. I think that's about the best, you know, we can do. As long as they're there, you know, the rest of it really don't matter. Everybody like to think it does, but you know it don't. But if you fall out that 4th slot, then you're in trouble. That's an epic failure in my opinion.
Exactly. As long as they're in the top 4, they have an opportunity at some really good players. That's pretty much the neighborhood you want to dwell in. So right. Yeah, they as far as that's concerned, for tankathon people, then we're right on par with that. In terms of what we're looking at with the Clippers DC, in terms of the playoff standings, the Clippers right now, man, they're sitting in the play-in. They're at the 8th spot. They're 42-32. They're 7-3 over the last 10. They recently lost a game, so they're trailing Minnesota, who's at the 7th spot, chasing Golden State, who's on a 2-game winning streak, handling their business. So we'll have to kind of take a look at that, because I know them people they're trying to play for something. The Clippers are trying to play for something and make it. So, like I said, they lost to the Cavaliers by 5, 127-122, and that was today with Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell really taking it to those guys. So now, as we move forward into the matchup against with the Clippers are taking on with the, I think they got a game between the Pelicans. The Pelicans see them coming up soon, but I think they got a game before the Pelicans. Yeah, they got Orlando Magic on Monday. Then they take on the Pelicans on Wednesday. So
it won't really matter.
Yeah, but outside of DC, they've been actually been playing pretty good over the last 10 games. I mean, their record's not all that bad. They had a tough loss to Cleveland, and a tough loss to OKC, but they've been relatively actually doing a pretty damn good job trying to compete.
Kawhi has returned, man. You know, and
Mhm.
he playing with a vengeance. He looks like Kawhi of old right now. You know, but the injury concerns are always, you know, one quarter away for them as far as Kawhi. So him playing the way he's playing with James Harden has turned back the clock as well. You know, the Clippers are dangerous. You know, they got Derrick Jones off the bench. Everybody knows what Zubac does. This is a good team. You know, so I don't think anybody can really take them lightly. And judging off what their record is, let me look at it. I don't know it exactly, but I know they don't have like
32.
right. So they 42. They can't afford to take games off. There's still a place for them to go in the standings. Like they can move up. So the Clippers right now are seated in the 8th spot. You know, so they fighting with Minnesota and Golden State and Memphis and all of that to get in that. Man, the Clippers not coming to play with us. If the Clippers lose this game against the Pelicans, then something is wrong with the Clippers. It ain't because we balled out or nothing like that. Like,
hey, DC, I had to hit them with their own player laugh on that one.
I couldn't. We can't hear it, man. Your audio, the audio sound a little off.
Okay, you can't hear.
I made it back to my studio here, but I don't have my camera with me, so I can't hook up the video. But yeah, I thought it was my phone tripping. Your audio sounds a little off. There you go. Got the Kawhi laugh, man. Yeah, I forgot Norman Powell. How the hell did I forget Norman Powell? Who probably should be the 6th man of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Norman Powell be kicking ass, man. I mean, he beats on the Pelicans every time we play him, man. So yeah, that's gonna be a.
But I mean, they done moved him into the starting lineup. Looking according to this, you know, so he can't win the 6th. He played too good to win the 6th man of the year because he ain't a 6th man no more.
Zubac playing real well too, bro. He averages 16 and a half.
Zubac been playing well with the last 7-8 years, Q.
I'm just saying this game alone, man, he really developed. Kind of remind me of Gasol a little bit, man, like Marc Gasol.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that. He's a solid player. And then they got the wild card and Ben Simmons. Ain't no telling what he'll give him from night to night basis. You got Brogdon, Bogdanovich. Like, this is a legit team, man. The Clippers are set up to make it out of the first round. I would be surprised unless they play, you know, one of those juggernauts out in the West. I would be surprised to see them not make it to the next round. But you know, if they faced up against OKC, somebody like that, I could see it. That would still be very, very fun to watch, in my opinion. I would actually tune into that playoff series, you know. But even going up, like if they go up against the Rockets or something, man, I'm not sure the Rockets can beat the Clippers. I think they could give Denver a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Memphis, Golden State, Minnesota, obviously. There's only one team I just don't see them beating, and that's the OKC Thunder. And I'm not saying the Rockets can't beat the Clippers or Denver can't beat them or the Lakers can't beat them, but I just see the way it's structured and what they have and the players they have, if they play the way they've been playing, I could see the Clippers because it definitely would be an upset, I would think. Maybe not the Rockets. I think a lot of people might think the Clippers could take that one. But if they beat Denver or the Lakers or something like that, I think that would be considered an upset. But the Clippers are what, like 10-3 over their last 13 games or so?
I think it was like 7-3, if I'm not mistaken.
7-3? Okay. Over the last 10.
The last 10. Yeah. So yeah, they've I mean, but is that any surprise, man? They're well coached. They're well coached.
Yeah, then you got a good coach, Ty Lue.
Exactly. So they're not exactly a perfect team. They're not exactly a constructed team, because remember during free agency last year when they were getting that new stadium and moving and all that, they was just signing people and bringing them back. They knew Tyronn Lue would be able to take these guys and make them competitive. And yeah, like you said, they're chasing a playoff spot, trying to get out of that play-in. Yeah, anytime Tyronn Lue is involved in it, man, his coaching ability is going to be a problem for most teams because he's a hell of a coach. So if they're healthy, if the Clippers are healthy, they can give these teams. You talk about Minnesota. You talked about some of these other teams that went in their area. They can give them Houston. They can give them a run for their money if they're healthy. So
we'll just see. But yes, so obviously, you see the matchup indicator has DC is ridiculous. Matchup indicator, bro, almost 88% says that this is a SmackDown of epic proportion previewing.
88%. That's all.
That's all, brother. 88. It should be 94% or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's where, hey, bro, is this is where the Pelicans, this is when Pelicans get they you know what handed to them in this matchup, right? No doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think so, man. I mean, it's like, why even show up? Like, ain't no reason for us to be there. But you play the game because anything can happen. Especially if Willie Green has another personal day. But if Willie Green is coaching, like, the matchup indicator should be like 99%. You know what I mean? But with James Borrego there, and there's a small chance that they can pull out a victory, especially if somebody, like Zion decides to play or something like that. That drastically changes things. But man, the Clippers fighting to get a solidified playoff spot, man. I don't see a chance in hell at us winning that. So that's good for us. So we can go out there, compete and all that, and look good in the NBA eyes, and still lose and sleep good at night, probably. Right?
Yeah, I agree, DC. I don't see a Pelicans win here. Like I said, I think this will be an evisceration. I think the Clippers will come out and just smack the hell out of the Pelicans, and they're on the playoff chase, man. So Pelicans looking to tank. So I think one takes care of the other, so to speak. And that'll bring up how many games we got remaining. Let me put our game count on the screen for the family members as we count this down, man, because like I said, this is one of the worst seasons of recent memory in terms of me and DC doing the Pelican post-game report. This was a horrible season, just dumbfounded by the ridiculousness of it. And currently, I think we got like 8 games left. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 7. 7 games. The count is at 7, family. The Clippers on Wednesday in LA. That's 2 road games. The Pelicans.
We played Clippers twice.
No, you play them once. You got to go to Clipperland, DC, on Wednesday, April the 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Then Friday, you play LeBron's Lakers in LA as well.
All them teams got to be happy.
Right. Then you come home for one matchup against Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Hit the road against Brooklyn. Hit the road against Milwaukee.
That Brooklyn one scary, Q.
I'm saying they're gonna beat I'm telling you, I'm picking that too. Milwaukee. Then they come home for the final 2 against Miami and OKC. Miami going to beat the brakes off them, and OKC is just going to run them out of there for the finale. So I picked maybe one more win, and it'll be the Brooklyn win. I don't think they beat either LA club, any of the Milwaukee.
Brooklyn beat the Hawks, about 7 games ago. They beat the Wizards. That was their last game. Brooklyn ain't playing, boy.
Well, yeah.
Brooklyn beat the Lakers.
DC, hopefully I'm wrong on that, my brother. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Brooklyn got 24 wins, bro. In our spirit, where we at, that's like damn near playoff team, bro. Brooklyn got 24 wins, man.
That's so sad.
They light years ahead of us if you do it like how they be doing the per capita shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you rating the wins by like the amount of losses and shit, like man, they like 10 games ahead of us, Q.
Oh damn. Damn.
When you calculate like the rate of winning, like these teams are at the bottom, they're like 10 games ahead of us, bro. They got 3 games on us. They had 4. We won tonight. They got 3 games on us, bro. That's like 10 games, bro.
I know, man. It's just ridiculous, man. Yeah. If we look at some of this is a article put up by Yahoo Sports, NBA tanking rankings, these 14 teams are the best at being bad. So, and this is one did a couple of days ago, and it starts at the where does it start at?
Can
12.
we at least win this? Can we win something?
It goes 30.
We're not good at being bad.
Well, if you scroll all the way down in this article too,
damn, they giving it to. Well, we must got the crown, dog.
You got Brooklyn at 23-50. They talk about Brooklyn. And we go all the way down to the Pelicans. They got them at 4.
We're at number 5. We're middle of the pack all the time with everything.
Yeah, I think this might have changed, DC. But they got Philly listed as the worst team.
Why would they? They must be from New York or some shit.
They got them listed as the worst team there, followed by Utah.
You got the Wizards,
Charlotte, Dallas,
Dallas is the word. I don't get
And the
that.
Pelicans. Not it, like I said, this is
Man,
their
this article don't
article.
kind of make sense.
Well, let's see what they say here about the Pelicans. 20-53. Now, this was done, a couple of days ago. They talk about recent starters. They talk about since the All-Star break, Pelicans 7-11, 112.2 offensive rating, 22nd in the league, 120.4 defensive rating, 27. So DC, your offense is 22nd, your defense is 27th. So what they're saying is
That's our identity, right? Ain't
that's
our
right.
identity defense?
No ID is your identity, brother. No ID.
No ID.
Coach Willie Green is in an interesting situation. His Pelicans are bad, and they have been bad from the jump. Injuries decimated any chance of cohesion, and it was unclear if they would have been good, even if everybody was healthy. Whether or not they were any good was largely out of Green's control. It's hard to imagine either side would want to continue this partnership, as Green's 4-year tenure will end in a sub-500 record and a second lottery appearance in 3 seasons. It is in his best interest of New Orleans. It is in the best interest of New Orleans to lose. It is the only team outside of Charlotte, Utah, and Washington with a chance at the bottom 3 record. And as a result, the best of the flattening lottery odds at 14% shot at the top pick. But is it in Green's best interest to lose? Well, Green doesn't have any interest. Letting go of the rope is not exactly the best bullet point on you. He does use it even when he's not supposed to. Your next job application. Plus, this may be a good opportunity for Green to stick it to the team that is setting him up to be its scapegoat. He has motivation to win. No, he doesn't.
Intelligence on him, huh?
He's saying he has motivation. He has motivations to win. No, he doesn't. And it still might not matter in New Orleans, where they have all but taken any decision out of Green's hands, resting just about everyone who is not injured. Now, Willie Green, we've been telling Willie Green this for a while. We know what kind of coach, what kind of dude Willie Green is. We've been saying we won't pull punches on this show, man. We tell the truth. Ain't no time for nobody to be soft about it and sit up here and make excuses for dumb coaching decisions, make excuses for dumb personnel decisions. This team has been a laugh and a joke how they handled the injury situation with Zion, how they handled the situation. But a lot of these players, how they handled the trade of BI, all this nonsense that David Griffin has had since he's been here. Willie Green, nobody was going to hire Willie Green as a head coach. He wasn't. His only shot was New Orleans. I'm surprised he's made it this far, because he is not. And the 4th year has showed you that Willie Green has not taken a step in becoming a coach. His rotations are still poor. His dialing up coach plays or whatever in clutch time moments is pathetic. It's the team still doesn't have an identity under Willie Green. He's supposed to be a defensive coach, but they always seem confused. Even when they were healthy, they looked confused. They consistently would drop out in quarters and get beat badly and lose games in clutch time. So, I mean, it's just more of the same, right? A lot of the games the Pelicans were winning based on talent. Like, you can't stop Zion. Zion will start getting in his bag. Can't do nothing about that. Players will make shots. When we talk about scheme and everything, man, Willie Green failed miserably to install any type of identity with this team. And that's just facts. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, DC, and I'm going to turn it over to you. Like I said, the tank thing is all the Pell Nation can hand on, that they can hang their hat on. What else could you hang your hat on? Because nobody has faith in Willie Green, not even Willie Green. He said scapegoating Willie Green. Willie Green we knew he was going to do it. Willie didn't know that the octopus was going to put him on the chopping block. All he had to do was look at Trajan Langdon getting out the door, trying to leave the last 2 or 3 years before he got the Pistons job. He'd been trying to get out of here. We were telling them then, hey, stupid, big nose, you about to get chopped off here because this guy here cannot be trusted.
Right.
Being a VP David Griffin, you can't trust that guy. You can't do that because he'll give you accolades about how fantastic you are, and then shortly thereafter, he trading your ass to another team, a.k.a. Drew Holiday. When he talked all that mess about him being a good standing member of the community, and then next moment he on the trade block, he got sent away. So, I mean, like I said, man, he deserved whatever he get, and he sold his soul to get this job because he knew he wasn't going to get nothing. Nobody don't take no job and keep all of the coaches from the previous regime. Who does that? He knew he wasn't going to get no job nowhere. He lucky he got these 4 years, and he needs to go. Bottom line, real coaches are out there that we can go and get to build this team moving forward. We can't play with these bums no more. Jenkins got fired from the Grizzlies. This dude is a coach that Willie Green couldn't even shine his shoes on. And I'm just talking real spiel here. The guy ain't nowhere in his league. Willie's an assistant coach, if anything. He is not a NBA head coach. He's not. But anyway, DC, go ahead on to talk about that, brother. We're gonna get ready to get on up out of here, bro. But what's your thoughts on the tanking and what you heard from this article?
Man, I'm sad we're not number one. I thought we could at least win something.
You're in the neighborhood, bro. You be all right.
Middle of the pack, like we is whatever goddamn thing. The whole New Orleans sports, for as professional sports, just middle of the pack, just like the Saints, just always meddling around. You know, you one mistake from being the outright worst, and one mistake from maybe sneaking in the playoffs if you're lucky. Just in the middle, even at losing. We can't even do that right. So that's that. I'm like, damn, man, if you can at least perfect losing in a season, but I don't know. Maybe the Pels have. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe they have. What's going on here, though, real quick?
DC, it's just funny. The guy stopped the fight because he punches. Yeah.
Why is he hitting the ref?
Boom. He punched the ref because the ref stopped the fight, bro. Look,
you know what? I gotta respect the ref, though.
DC, the man slept him with one punch. Look, he went boom. Look, he missed. He tucked down. The guy did the pose. He got down. The guy says, "Listen, man, stop the fight. Call your guy. Come get your guy." Right here. Obviously, the man didn't approve of the punch right here.
Go to the punch where he tried to hit the ref.
But right there.
Look at that. Man, ref caught that shit. You hear me? I gotta respect the ref, dog. Ref caught that shit, dog. He felt it. Oh, but you ain't about to get me, dog. Straight called it.
So what he did was, look at the ref. Watch the ref.
The ref ready to go get some gloves and beat his ass. Son, I like the ref, man. I like the ref.
You see that boy swung wide right and missed everything, bro. Look.
They had people holding him, Q. She kind of short, bro. You know, he had to go.
But that's sucker stuff, bro. Because watch the man right here. And he waits till the referee turns his back and then pops him. Look, pop. Then he just walks off gingerly.
Yeah, that's a big move, dog.
And then the dude said, "I'm going to get my lick back.
Right.
I'm going to get my lick back." You ain't going to look at him. He grabbed the rope right here to give him momentum. And then from right field, he looked and seen him and missed everything. DC, how you miss everything, bro?
He's showing cute. He had a long way to go, bro.
He missed everything.
That's the Pels right there. That's the Pels attempting to tank, dog. That's us.
He look up. You see his hand, his fist is right here, bro. The man face is where, bro. That's like
dude to the side. Look to the left. Dude pushing him. Right there, he's pushing him.
Oh, the ref. That's the extra ref.
Yeah, because they like him. They like, man, we can't let this dude. They gonna take his license and everything. Man. We can't let him connect on that.
DC was gonna connect with the medical gloves, bro. What he was gonna do, bro? He had the little gloves on there, bro. But that was kind of messed up. He saved a man life, bro. Say, man, come get your boy,
forgot
bro.
That man up in there because he liked to fight. He liked fighting too. I like to fight too.
DCI, he just gingerly punched the man like that, bro. He just popped him, bro. Poof, and then walks off. Dude just pops him and just walks off. Old boy said, "Listen, I'm gonna get my lick back."
He's definitely out of his mind.
DC, look, he got out of the ring. He was trying to go to the other side to get him. Look, he gets you. You look at him trying to get out the ring. He was gonna go get him.
The only reason he a ref, bro, he just wasn't good enough to be a professional. He definitely got the heart to be a fighter.
He threw the shot.
Ref ain't having that shit, bro. He ain't about to play with me. He said he about to get this straight right now. Nobody else ain't gonna be trying to hit me.
Hey, bro, this is definitely the Pelicans, bro. Sneaking people at the back turn, bro. Look at hey, dude, popped him now. The referee's the Pelicans, D. So look, I'm gonna get my lick back. Look. missed everything.
Look how your boy looking though.
He's like, are you for real?
You trying to hit me?
He was like, dude, are you for real?
You trying to hit me?
And look, the part of it, look, DC, they block him. And look, the last part is, look, he turns around and he tries to run out this side of the ring to go around to get to where this dude at. Look.
Get my leg back.
DC, he ain't a fighter, but he got the heart of a fighter, huh, bro? Is that how it goes?
He got the heart, bro. Somebody need to teach him some technique, but he got the heart. I respect him, dog. He got my respect.
Bro, I could have. That was a sister punch, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. That's just like a sister punch right there. Oh, let me stop playing.
Who he was trying to punch? Your boy, the brown bomber, bro. One of those 6'7" dudes. He thought he was about 6'7".
Goodness, bro, I had to show y'all.
You
that
trying to punch the gypsy?
I had to show y'all that one. That was too funny, man, to watch that one. That was pretty. That was pretty funny. Right there, man. That's the Pels, y'all. That's the Pels. All right, let's shout out to
Willie Green, bro.
Willie Green ain't going nowhere, man.
Single-handedly. We were already a bottom tier team, but I would like to think, for a while the Pelicans were, above like the Washington Wizards. You know what I'm saying? And Willie Green has single-handedly. we're actually in a worse position than before we hired Willie Green. You realize that? That is crazy.
I didn't think
he had 4 years. Him and David, 6 years with David Griffin, 4 years with Willie Green, and we worse off than when we got him.
It's been 4 years since Van Gundy been gone. Damn. Wow.
Yeah, it's going fast, bro.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
They put the real time on speed, bro. Everything going fast, man.
I agree with you, Jaden.
It feel like about 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's going fast, man. It's losing is terrible, man. But hey, man, it's like I said, Willie Green is not fired, family. He missed the game due to personal reasons. Coach Borrego coached him up, so I doubt we'll see.
I know the reason. I know why he missed the game.
Why you missed the game, DC? You got inside baseball, brother. Please share. Yeah. Let's hear it, brother. What
Willie Green, he got a shit. Every time he turned around, man, the man scared shitless. He saw Taylor Jenkins get fired, and ever since then, he just got uncontrollable diarrhea, bro. He can't hold it together. He terrified. He like one of them little dogs that, then pulled on the rug. You know how people be mistreating them dogs when they puppies. The dog pulled in the house, and then they beat the dog up, and then every time they come around, they just shaking and shit. Them dog might shit by accident, just scared, man. That's what.
He just might get a little revenge by dragging his ass across the carpet.
Nah, that dog got hard. That dog like the referee. He like that referee.
Now that'll get a dog thrown out. Like that's one thing I can't stand. Like a dog drag his ass across the carpet like that. Oh no!
Nah, you got to be an outside dog after that, Playboy.
Yeah, you done, Playboy. You ain't getting your ass up in here no more.
This ain't no toilet paper.
Yes, maybe the Pelicans are. But anyway, man, we're gonna get done with that, man. Listen, we appreciate y'all for tuning up with the Pelican Postgame Report tonight. Pelicans did win, fam. The Pelicans beat the. As you see the banner there, Pelicans triumph 98-94 over Hornets and lose ground in the tank race. They're still in that top 4 teams. So yeah, Tank Bird Talk says the Pels so bad they got Q playing random fight clips. Well, I just thought
that's better than Pelicans highlights.
Well, I just thought it would be funny for the family members to kind of see that, because didn't that make y'all laugh? That was pretty funny, because how often you see a fighter pop the referee and the referee tried to get his lick back. The referee tried to get his lick back and missed badly. So I thought that would be something like that y'all will enjoy.
He my next favorite ref behind dude who be making all them facial expressions. The black ball head dude.
Oh yeah, bucking his eyes and shit.
Yeah, he my next favorite ref behind him.
We have the worst coach in NBA and Willie Green right now. And where is the secret contract? Don't forget about the secret contract. That's right, bro.
Antonio Reeves part, man. The Antonio Reeves part is what's worth it, because he is intriguing to me, Q, before we get out of here. Like,
Well, yeah,
you know, the sad part, we're in a losing season, Q.
yeah.
And I still don't know who he is for real. We might really have someone Antonio Reeves, but we don't know. We don't know what he is for real. Just stupid. Stupid.
I mean, but the thing is,
Willie don't, unless you can play superior, damn near all team defense, Willie ain't playing you as a rookie, bro.
That's
what he do.
We get, yeah, that's true. That's one thing he's been consistent
do,
about all of his time that he's been here. But the thing is, the question will be, as Antonio Reeves develop the pressure, man. I can see him putting pressure on Jordan Hawkins, who's right ahead of him, bro.
Yeah.
Man, he's we talk about Jordan Hawkins' game. We like Jordan a lot. He still has a lot of stuff to work on. His strength is one thing, DC. He has to get strong. He still looks a little thin, and I ain't gonna say frail, but he still looks a little thin. He needs to still kind of bulk up a little bit.
That's about right.
But Reeves doesn't have that issue, DC. Reeves is physical. He's a little older. I think he's older than Hawk. But
he is.
But his game,
about like a year.
But his game is developed. He got an ultra smooth shot. He's a hustler, and he is a guy that's going to provide some competition for Jordan Hawkins.
What's that word, man, that they use? That little weird word, moxie. He got moxie.
He got a lot of moxie.
He just finds a way, bro, to make himself useful in whatever situation they throw him in. Like, it's like I ain't never seen him give him something that he couldn't really handle. He just always find a way to make it work to the best of his abilities, whether it's his best night or a not so good night. Even on his not so good nights, he's still gonna give you something. Like, he ain't never coming out of the game empty-handed. That's what I see about him. Right. I ain't gonna say he the best defender, but he's a good defender. You know what I'm saying? If his shot not falling, he gonna come back with some steals, some free throws, rebounds, something. Like he gain you something, and you can see the effort. It translates to winning. So, Barron, what skill set he has that's really special, because we really don't know what he is, and they ain't never took the lid all the way off of him to just try and see. I remember a few games he was featured a little bit, and tonight them 16 points could have easily been like 20, 22, 24. Like he came out in that third hot, and then for some reason they just went away from him. Like, he hit like 3 3-pointers, and then he ain't get an attempt, I think, again till like the fourth, and he hit that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just never know what you have, man. And sad to say, we probably still won't know until next year.
I mean, I warned the family members about it. I said, listen, man, when it come down to the Pelicans and Willie Green, them getting rid of Willie and finding a more established resume coach that could take possession of the Pelicans, establish an identity, and get the most out of these players, because, I mean, Willie Green he's not there. I mean, you cannot hold on to him going into next year. You just can't. And Taylor Jenkins, if anything, would definitely, even though he'd be a severe upgrade, they need to definitely consider that, bringing him in here and letting him build up the team. But then again, you're talking about David Griffin, and David Griffin doesn't like these strong personalities, DC, and it seemed like to me Taylor Jenkins.
What does he like winning? Who the hell wins without strong personalities, bro?
Well, he likes winning, but you remember he wasn't winning at Cleveland. He wasn't winning at Cleveland doing what he was doing until LeBron got there. LeBron was the one that really took him, and that's how he got the championship. LeBron took over possession, was the de facto general manager, and Gilbert, who's the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, told David Griffin to do what LeBron wanted him to do. If he wanted him to get a certain player, it was David Griffin's job to get that. And he literally said in interviews after that he hated that.
Dude is crazy, man.
He couldn't build his basketball cult. DC, come on.
So David Griffin would look at some stairs. Instead of walking down the stairs, they got the stair railing over there full of razor blades. He's just gonna slide down the damn razor blades.
No, that's
walking down the stairs.
That's not what he would do.
What would he do?
He would find somebody else.
He's just gonna joke.
No, he would find somebody else. Says, hey, down there, and they would look and he would push them down. He would jump on their back, and he would surf down with them as the cushion to get down the steps. That's what David Griffin. That's cunning, bro. Because he doesn't touch the razor blade. Somebody else did it, but he would then take credit for fulfilling the task.
I see you making him look a little too good. I think
That's cunning.
He definitely would throw somebody on the stairs and
jump on their back and surf down.
Then he would surf them, and then like halfway down the stairs, he'll fall to the side and still wind up hitting them damn razor blades.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would, because he's a fucking idiot. He's a clever idiot.
What?
He's a clever idiot. You ever see somebody so?
I can't fight your logic on that.
You ever see somebody so cunning, cute? Like they put so much effort into like getting over on somebody or messing over people, and it's like if you would have put half that effort in doing the right thing, you'd probably be a millionaire. Like you spent all your time trying to fuck somebody over for, let's say, $20,000, and if you'd have took all that energy and put it in something, they probably would have made 20 million. That's David Griffin. David Griffin, bro. Then they come, they just failure after failure after failure. They didn't had to try to mess the person life up, then kill the damn person, facing life in prison, trying to mess them over. And then they come back out holding that little bag of $20,000 up like they did some shit. Gotta spend all that shit on the lawyer.
Oh man.
David Griffin, bro.
Oh man, damn DC. That's pretty rough, brother, but true. Yeah, I try to give him some credit. You know what I'm saying? He just slide all the way down and he says he still fall. He cut himself up. Okay.
He gonna fall to the side. Not the side without the razor blades. He gonna fall to the side with the damn razor blades on it. Still be fucked up. just halfway right, all the way wrong.
All right, shit. All right, can't fight the logic, brother. I have to give you that, man. I give you a clap on that, DC. There you go. DC, absolutely right. Thank you. That's cool.
That's why we call him a pussy ass weasel.
That's why he's a what?
A pussy ass weasel.
Oh man, say, bro, we got to get on the party.
Man, let's get out there, man. This ain't going on,
man.
Hey, I'm gonna drag you on down with me. You got my people cussing on the Sunday. Drag Big Q on down with me.
All right, listen, man. Y'all here do us a service, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, if you're not a sub up. Join PPR, man. We here representing the Flocking Nation. And listen, man, we're gonna holler at y'all on the next stream. Much love and go Pels. Peace.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always saying, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, bunch of train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. Remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who Dat too.